Good morning from Brandon Farm, and what a glorious morning it is. Happy Sunday, happy Father's Day to all the dads out there. Today we got up early again. I really like this early morning business. the kind of business where you don't have to get up early to go to work. You just get up early to go outside and be in your garden and have fun. I don't know. But I really like it. Today I'm going to start sunflower seeds. And then I'm gonna look at my seed catalogs that I ordered and see if there's anything that I may want to go ahead and order for the fall. So I will show you those and how I did it and where I went to get them and all of that. So right now I'm just gonna hit the garden with some water because I didn't water last night because I was wiped out from canning yesterday and it was just too much. So I need a little bit of a break. My coffee is too hot. It's one thing about me is I don't like super hot coffee. I like my coffee to where I can just drink it and not die or burn my mouth. That's what's on the agenda today. Planting seeds, going through my seed catalogs, deciding what I want to plant for the fall. I also need to harvest my spinach seeds. I think I'm gonna go ahead and do that today because they've been drying for probably a couple weeks now. So those should be ready to harvest, the seeds. And then I just might go through my garden and decide what I want to pull up, what I'm gonna not continue with, and make some space for new things to come in the fall. So that's what we're doing today. I saw this guy do something kind of cool with the strawberry plants. So on a strawberry plant, sometimes you'll have like runners, and he basically took one of the runners and planted it in a pot next to it and just left it there, and it grew into a new strawberry plant. And then he eventually would cut it from the mother plant and then he could move it. I'm thinking, I want to do that. So here's my strawberry plant, and it's got one runner here, but it's got this really long runner on this other side. And so I'm just filling up an extra pot that I have, these terracotta pots, with dirt, the dirt that I amended yesterday. And I'm just gonna plant this little runner sucker guy in the pot and see what happens. I have filled up my pot with all the good soil. This has topsoil, peat humus, it has bone meal, blood meal, worm castings, and perlite. And then it has some of our chicken run soil. I'm gonna take this little runner guy and just nestle him in here ever so gently and just plant the dirt around him. I'm not gonna totally like compress it, and I'm gonna leave the leaves out a little bit. That's it. And then I'll probably shoot it with some water and we'll see what happens in the upcoming days. Okay, I filled up my water bucket and I'm just gonna give it a little drink. This would be really cool if it takes off, because then you're basically getting 2 plants for the price of 1. So I've got the mama plant here, and then I've got a little baby sucker, and if it takes off, I could have 2 strawberry plants. That's awesome. Right now, this is like basically the umbilical cord to its mama. And once it gets established and it's grown, matured some, I can just snip that off and then separate the 2, and I've got 2 strawberry plants. How cool is that? I'm gonna start sunflower seeds today. I think I've only got this 72 cell seed starting kit, which I just picked up from Home Depot. And I have these sunflowers that I want to start. So I gotta pick a couple. I think I might be able to get 2 seed packets per 72 cell tray. We'll see. And we'll see if this works. So I'm gonna go ahead and take the packaging off. This cell just sits in this tray. And then you've basically got your own little greenhouse. Okay, I'm gonna start by filling it up with soil. I just have my big bucket of dirt here that I have amended. I'm just gonna fill up my seed tray with my good dirt. All full. I'm just going to give it a couple of taps to kind of get that soil to compact a little. Then I'm just going to create little divots with my fingers to be able to put the seed in. So I'm just going to take my finger and just create a little seed pocket. So I can get the seed in there. And I'm gonna do the whole thing, and then I'll be able to drop my seeds in nice and easy. One thing I forgot is to moisten your soil first. I feel like it just gives your seeds like a head start because it's already moist soil. And then it's easier to create your little divots as well. So dirty fingers create divots. So now we're gonna go ahead and pop the seeds in. Okay, I'm gonna do the moonshine first. I'm gonna see how far that gets me. Okay, there's not very many seeds in here. Let's see here. Here's what they look like. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 seeds. So I'm just gonna do 1 seed per pocket here. Start on one end and then work my way down. Before I go any further, I've got 3 rows planted. I'm gonna go ahead and label what I planted because I'll forget. So I'm gonna write down moonshine sunflower on these little tags and stick them in, at least on that 3rd row. That way I know from their back are moonshine sunflowers because I will forget what I planted. It's getting pretty bright out here and it's getting hot. So I'm gonna go ahead and plant the rest of my sunflower seeds, cover them with dirt just lightly, and then maybe sprinkle a little bit more water or like mist some water on them just so that they're moist. I'm thinking I'm gonna use the greenhouse lid, this lid here, and I might stick them in the shop just to see how they do for the first like week. Making sure that they stay somewhat wet, not overly wet, because if it's too wet then they're just gonna rot and they'll never germinate. All right, I moved to a shadier spot. So next I'm gonna put the American Giant Hybrid. These are cool looking seeds. They're like white. How cool is that? And they're huge. So I'm gonna stick these in. I don't even know if they're gonna fit. I'm just sticking them straight in and just kind of pushing them in the soil. And I will cover up after I get this whole tray planted. Again, I'm gonna make sure I label because I will forget. So I'm just gonna write, it's really good to have a Sharpie with a really fine tip on it. These tags are so small. I'm just gonna put American G. Put these right here. That way I know. Next, I'm gonna put these mammoth Russian. These are gonna be huge. Let's see. 75 days to bloom. 7 to 12 feet tall. We'll see what happens. These are small. Oh yeah, and there's a ton of them. So these are probably gonna take up the rest of my seed tray. So instead of putting one in each, because I know I'm gonna have leftovers, I'm gonna put 2 in each and just maybe separate them at the end. So I'm just gonna drop 2 in each. Got my entire seed tray sown, I'm just gonna sprinkle the dirt over the top here just to bury that seed a little. I've got everything labeled so I know what's what. So when they start germinating and coming up, I'm not like questioning what it is because I've already got it labeled. I do have some pretty big mulch chunks in here. I'm just gonna toss those out. Lightly spread the dirt, and then I will give these a quick drink, just like a mist. What? Okay, thank you. Okay, so we've got our entire seed tray planted. I'm gonna go ahead and give it a little drink, put the lid on it, and hope for some germination. Because my last set of sunflowers did not do so great. I don't know if I just overwatered them or what, but they were not successful. So hopefully I have a better shot with this one. Wish me luck. Something that's new to me that I'm just gonna start out this season doing are these seed catalogs. So I ordered 2 seed catalogs. This one is from Botanical Interests and this one is from Burpee. And I'm just gonna go through here and pick out my seeds that I want for maybe the fall and maybe next spring and order them. So I'll be going through these and trying to figure that whole thing out because I've never ever ordered from a seed catalog before. But they have some really cool things. So I'm excited about it. that's pretty much all I have going on today. I'm just gonna kind of take it easy. Yesterday was a rough day. We had a lot going on yesterday, so yeah, I think Mama needs a little bit of a break. Anyway, I will talk to you later.